नाम मेरा हारून रशीद और ताइफ जा रहे हैं. ताइफ ना जाएंगे तो कहाँ जाएंगे?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah, today we are traveling to the historic city of Taif, and it is the closest city to Mecca. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, after he was rejected by the people of Mecca, he felt that he should give da'wah to the neighboring cities, and he chose Taif. And Taif is one of the very nice city of Saudi Arabia. The weather is cold and there is greeneries over there. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he traveled with his companion and his his son. The Arab people, they used to call him his son Zaid bin Sabit, but he was not his son in fact. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he went there and he gave da'wah to the tribe of Taif named Banu Thaqif. And Banu Thaqif has 3 branches, and the people of Banu Thaqif, they rejected one after another the invitation of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And it was not only that they have rejected his da'wah, but in fact their leaders, they have chosen a very mean way to abuse the final messenger, the mercy for the humanity, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And on the 3rd day of da'wah, they ordered the children to stone Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and they stood in line by the roadside 2 ways, and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was stoned by them. And Zaid bin Sabit radiallahu ta'ala anhu tried to protect him, but he was not able to do that. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was bleeding, and his footwear was very tightly squeezed with his feet because of the blood. And after this incident happened, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent the angel of mountain. The angel of mountain came to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and they seek permission. They said, "O Messenger of Allah, if you wish, you can order us, and then we will squeeze the 2 mountains to kill these people." But Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was a mercy for the mankind, and he said his famous statement. He said, "Allahumma hdi qawmi fa innahum la ya'lamun." Oh Allah, please guide my nation. They are doing this because they do not know who I am, and they are ignorant. And also he told the angels of the mountain that I'm not ordering you to destroy these people, because I have a belief that the offspring of this nation, they will be accepting Islam. And after this, the story is long. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he took shelter in a grape garden, and he has been offered some grapes. And there was a slave. He was a Christian person, and he used to live in Taif, and he gave the grape to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam started eating by saying Bismillah. And that person, he asked Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that, "Where are you from? And why are you saying this, what you say?" So he said, "I'm from Mecca, and I'm the Prophet of Allah." And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam told that guy, that person, that you are not from Taif, you are from a place called Ninwa, which was in Iraq. So at that time, that person, he accepted Islam, and after that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam returned to Mecca. And the city we are visiting today, we will be visiting that very place where our beloved Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam sacrificed, and his body had bleeded for the sake of deen. And one more thing is that after Islam has a spread in all over Arabia. The cousin brother of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Ibn Abbas radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, he traveled to Taif and he settled over there. And Ibn Abbas radiyallahu ta'ala anhu was one of the great scholar of the Ummah, and he was one of the collector of hadith and as well as one of the mufassirin who explain Quran. And today inshallah we will be visiting his grave as well. And there is a masjid Abdullah ibn Abbas radiyallahu ta'ala anhu in Taif and few other places inshallah. And one other attraction of this journey is that whoever wants to go to Taif, there are two ways to go there. One is a plain land through the desert, and we are not going through that way. There is another way which is mountainous and a beautiful road, and it goes very high mountain, through a very high mountain, and the scenario is very nice, and we have chosen to go that way. And inshallah we believe that our journey is for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because He has ordered us and He instructed in the Quran to visit these historical places and just to connect ourselves with our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The episode of Taif was one of the very pathetic episode of our beloved Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and we Muslims have many great lessons. Those who are now leading their life and living their life in luxury, and in many ways Allah has provided many things, but unfortunately we have forgotten the duty that has been kept and given by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam on the shoulder of the Ummah. And the place where we are, this place has witnessed that the greatest creation of Allah, the final messenger of Allah, how big sacrifice he made for the sake of the deen. And this area, this is the very area where people of this area before, at the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they had the bad luck that they couldn't recognize the final messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So when, as I said before, that the tribe, those who were leading this area, especially Taif, was named as Banu Thaqif. Banu Thaqif means the children of Thaqif, and from there the Thaqif tribe. And they had 3 chieftains, and Prophet ﷺ, he invited them one after another, and he gave dawah to them for 3 days. And after 3 days they didn't accept his dawah. He requested them not to inform any other people, because then there might be some outrage against him, they might have killed him. But they didn't listen to him, so they asked the young children to stand by the 2 sides of the road and stone him. And the historians said, Wallahu alam, Allah knows best, this is the place. And Jibreel came, and the mountain that, if you look behind, that side of the car on your left hand side, that is one of the mountain. And the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he sent Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi the angel of mountain, and angel of mountain asked permission that, O Messenger of Allah, if you ask me, then I will smash these people by squeezing 2 mountains together. And while he was bleeding, he took shelter in a masjid just in front, maybe a few yards from here. We may just go for a visit over there. That's what people say, but there is no actually exactly 100% authentic narration or specific places where, like we see in Google, okay, there is all specifically mentioned. But this is what they say, that was the place where Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam took shelter, and that was a garden, grape garden, and he was offered some grape over there. So this is the very place, and that is why people they visit here. So that is the story. And of course, as you know, that after this episode, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was actually boycotted and deported from Mecca, and he had to go back to Mecca with the shelter of a person in Mecca who gave him shelter. His name is Adi bin some, I don't recall the full name. So he announced in Mecca, in Kaaba, that no one must harm Muhammad because I am giving him shelter. Because at that time they used to honor, if anybody give shelter to any enemies, even the other people won't harm them. So before the migration, this incident happened, and after this, another great, pathetic incident happened, that Khadija radiallahu ta'ala anha passed away, and then Abu Talib also passed away, and after that this one happened. Then Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was taken to Isra and Mi'raj to meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and after that he had to migrate to Medina.
Okay.
मोहम्मद यूसुफ
कहाँ से हो?
मेरा बांग्लादेश से।
यहाँ क्या करते हो?
ये मेरा चल्ली बेचता है, शाही बेचता है और आखिर बेचता है। ये शाही आदमी है, शाही काढ़क है, पुदीना वाला शाही है, सब कुछ है मेरा पास।
हमको यहाँ पसंद है। आपका नाम क्या है? कहाँ के रहने वाले हो?
पाकिस्तान।
क्या करते हो यहाँ पे?
ये गाड़ी चलाता हूँ।
والعمل الذي يبلغني حبك اللهم اجعل حبك أحب إلي من نفسي وأهلي ومن الماء البارد يا الله.